What's up, Saiyan Army? So before this video begins, I just want to thank all of you for all your positive comments on my last client transformation video. Please understand that all my clients are not required to put themselves out there like this, and I obviously asked them and they're willing to put themselves out and put, you know, their transformation pictures, their before pictures, everything that they did to, you know, their whole journey on the internet for hundreds of thousands of people to watch and see. Because they understand that these videos will motivate and inspire a lot of you guys and can help a lot of people. So I just want to say I appreciate all the positivity in the comment section from the last video. So let's get right into it. So this transformation is my client Daniel. Now, Daniel started his journey at 230 pounds and he did this ridiculous diet. He basically crash dieted down to 150 pounds. From there, he binged back to 178 pounds. So when he was 230 pounds, his diet was he couldn't eat anything with sugar, dairy, fruit, white carbs 6 days a week. And on the 7th day, you could binge and eat whatever you want. And he said it was a terrible process and he hated every second of it. It got him down to 150 pounds, but then right after he just quit the diet and he went right back up and gained another 28 pounds just binging on food. So he grew a very unhealthy relationship with food going through that process. And at 178 pounds, that's when he contacted me. So let's get into his transformation. So first off, I do not have all his progress pictures from every single week. Reason being is I upgraded my phone and I lost pretty much all my pictures. I did contact him and ask him to send the ones he had. He didn't have them all, so I apologize for not having the week to week pictures, but we do have majority of the weeks as well. So here's his week 1 photos. Bam, right on the screen. Obviously, he's like in that skinny fat stage where he should probably cut down first, and that's what I advise him to do, is cut down first and then go back and reverse and start lean bulking from there, especially knowing that about his relationship with food and the fact that he was 230 pounds prior to our training. So his starting macros was 400 grams of carbs, 60 fats, and 200 proteins. After hitting that for a week, he went down from 178 pounds to an average of 176.6 pounds, doing 2 cardio sessions of 300 calories a week. As I told you guys in my last video, for majority of my clients going into a cutting situation, if they're not doing any cardio prior to the training beginning, I always start them with at least 2 sessions of cardio just to get their body going and just to burn a little bit more calories and create a bigger deficit on as much food as possible. Week 2. So we kept the macros exactly the same as they were. I really liked what his weigh-ins were showing in the first week, so I decided to keep everything the same. Instead of, sometimes I will push their carbs or even the proteins a little bit higher just to see and help gauge where the metabolism is at, just because you don't want to cut calories too fast. But I really liked what I saw in week 1, so I kept it the same for week 2. And to be honest, 400 carbs, that's still a lot of macros, so we just kept it the same. We did 400 carbs, 60 fats, 200 proteins again. Kept the cardio at twice a week, 300 calories. A big tip for a lot of you guys dieting is don't rush the process. If you guys are at a certain calorie range and macros, and you guys are consistently losing weight week to week, just don't rush the process. Keep your macros where they're at and ride that wave so you can diet on as much calories as possible. If you don't need to drop macros, then don't drop them. Try to diet on as much food as possible, and it'll make the process a lot less miserable as well. So same thing, and he had an average weigh-in of 174.5 pounds, so a little over a 2.1 pound average drop from the week prior to that. Again, a lot of this weight will be water weight, especially in the beginning of the cut, but yeah, overall, good 2 weeks. Week 3. So macros the same again. 400 carbs, 60 fats, 200 grams of protein. His average weigh-in was 174.7 pounds. That's actually a 0.2 pound increase from week 2. And we also kept cardio the same at 2 sessions, 300 calories. So here's the pictures of week 3. You can see actually a pretty good physical change from 178 pounds to 174 pounds. So just a 4-pound drop. And you can see his love handle starting to disappear. He doesn't have that kind of like that pear shape going on. Even from especially from the back, you can see his love handle just coming in, his V taper coming in a little bit more. So some nice physical changes going on, and let's go and keep going. So week 4, because in week 3 we saw an increase in weight, you can either do one of two things. You can either drop macros or drop calories, or just ride it out and be patient with it. So I decided to drop macros because he's dieting on a pretty significant amount of carbs. 400 carbs is a lot still. His new macros for week 4 was 365 grams of carbs, 55 fats, and 200 proteins. Off of those macros, he saw a new low at 172.5 pounds. So another 2-pound drop. We also increased cardio to 3 sessions at 300 calories. A lot of you guys were asking what kind of cardio he was doing. Most of my clients, or I always advise clients to either do an incline treadmill or Stairmaster. Unless you have some knee issues going on, then we work around it. But yeah, for majority of my clients, it's either they're doing an incline treadmill or Stairmaster. Okay, and this is all list cardio, so low intensity steady state cardio. Okay, I don't really add in HIIT until later on in the cut as we need to. Week 5, we kept macros the same again. So 365 carbs, 55 fats, 200 grams of protein. His new low weigh-in was 169.3 pounds, and same cardio session as well, 3 times 300 calories, list cardio. And we saw almost a little over a 3-pound drop this week. So another great drop for him again. Week 6, we kept macros the same. 365 carbs, 55 fats, 200 grams of protein. Matt, this transformation is so boring. You keep macros the same, you're not doing much. And that's correct. This shit is so easy. And that's what I want to portray in these videos, that this is easy. Understand that this isn't a copy and paste type of thing where if you're the same weight, same height, even if you look the same, you're not going to get the same results following the same program, and everyone's different. The key is caloric deficit. That's all. It's simple. So week 6, here we go. 166.8 pounds average, so he lost another like 2.5 pounds, 2.5 pounds. Cardio the same, 3 sessions, 300 calories less. So here's the pictures from week 6. As you can see, shaved off his body hair and looks a lot better. And no, I don't advise my clients to shave off their body hair. I don't tell them what to do. This is something he decided to do, and yeah, shaving your body hair makes you look a lot leaner, but he is obviously a lot leaner regardless of that fact. Abs starting to come in finally. Even from the back, you can see his back taper coming in more. You can see his rhomboids coming in from the side. His stomach's flattening out. His shoulders are even coming in. So great progress. Week 7, macros the same. 365 carbs, 55 fats, 200 proteins. New low weigh-in at 165.6 pounds. That's another 1.2 pound drop. Cardio the same, 3 sessions, 300 calories. Week 8, so we decided to drop macros and calories again this week, mainly because I wanted to see some bigger drops in weight. So we dropped carbs to 350 grams of carbs, 50 fats. So we dropped fats from 55 to 50, and we kept protein the same at 200 grams of protein. So his new low weigh-in here was 163.6 pounds. So another 2-pound drop. Cardio the same, 3 sessions, 300 calories. Week 9. So macros, 350 carbs, 50 fats, 200 grams of protein. His new low weigh-in, 162.6 pounds. That's another pound drop. Cardio the same, 3 sessions, 300 calories. Here's his progress pictures from week 9. So just going from week 6 to week 9, you see a huge difference. Abs starting to come in, even lower abs starting to come in. His V's coming in. His V taper from the back is coming in. And just overall, everything's going great. This is the product of consistency, man. Week 10. 350 grams of carbs, 50 fats, 200 grams of protein, the same damn macros again. New low weigh-in at 160 pounds. That's another 2.6 pound drop from the previous week. This week, we did increase cardio to 3 sessions at 350 calories per session, all list cardio. And here's his progress pictures right here. As you can see, no huge changes. From week 9 to week 10, no huge changes, just looking a little bit leaner. Week 11, macros the same. 350 carbs, 50 fats, 200 proteins, another new low weigh-in at 158.6 pounds. So how I find their weigh-in is I have them weigh themselves every morning after they take a poop. They weigh themselves on the scale before they drink anything or eat anything. And they do the same thing every single day, 7 days a week. What they do with that is they add up all their weigh-ins, divided by 7, and get an average weigh-in. And because weight fluctuation is totally normal when dieting, as long as the average steadily goes down, you're in a good spot. So week 11, same macros, 158.6 pounds. That's like another 1.4 pound drop. Cardio the same, 3 sessions at 350 calories. Week 12. This is the last week of his training. Macros the same, 350 carbs, 50 fats, 200 grams of protein. New low weigh-in at 158.1 pounds. He only lost a half pound that last week. Cardio the same, 3 sessions at 350 calories. And here is his final pictures. He's looking great. He's more than beach ready. Lost his muffin top. He has that V taper going on. He's the V action going on. He's looking great and definitely more than summer ready. So something I also wanted to add is what a lot of people talked about. You gotta have a lot of discipline if you're gonna diet on, sub 60, sub 50, or 60 grams of fat, 50 grams of fat for such a long period of time. And keep in mind that I talk to all my clients and I have them tell me how they're feeling in every single check-in, and that's how I go. And so a lot of clients, I don't add in refeeds just because they're looking to just lose 10, 15 pounds in 8 weeks. So, and understand refeeds can pause progress. It's a day when you're not in a deficit. So that's why we didn't have refeeds. Also, his macros are pretty damn high throughout this whole cut. His carbs were started at 400 and ended at 350 carbs. He only lost 50 grams of carbs throughout his whole 12 weeks. So he was dieting on a pretty decent amount of food. Also, I asked him what his favorite snacks were that he incorporated that helped him stay on his diet, because even if your carbs are high, dieting is still hard. It's still a lot of mental game. So I asked him what he ate to help stop his cravings. And what he told me is he usually made room in his macros for ice cream just about every night before bed. And that's funny because that's exactly what I do when I'm dieting as well. I keep my, my sweetest meal right before bed, and I keep majority of my food right before bed. And I know that helps me sleep as well, because I cannot sleep when I'm hungry, so I need to sleep on a full stomach, and that's just how I eat. And yeah, so he ate ice cream every night before bed, and he fit in Oreos and Pop-Tarts wherever he could fit them. So that's Daniel's 12-week transformation. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give this video a like if you guys want more videos like this, more client transformations. Share this with your friends. Go and inspire some people and go and make you some gains. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, strength, and honor. Aloha.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!